What's up, Virgo? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel, and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with our deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. Your first card is the Tower. So here we go. Here we go. All right, keep in mind that this reading may not resonate with you. Take only what feels right and leave the rest for someone else. I wanted to do a what messages are you avoiding or what messages are you ignoring kind of a reading. So we'll see if that's what comes out in these cards. But your first card is the Tower. So let's dive into that. First thing I was picking up on is like a new jersey. It could be a soccer jersey. Somebody could be getting some sort of new jersey or new soccer jersey. What's this Tower about? The Justice card. Yes. So some of you are ignoring the message about avoiding towers, but it keeps coming up. Typically when I do these readings, what messages are you ignoring? It's messages that keep coming. Information that keeps trying to find its way into your life, whether you want it to or not. And that is the Tower. The Tower is going to hit whether you want it to or not. Anything that is on an unsturdy foundation is going to be torn down to be rebuilt to a sturdy foundation. So the Tower is always divine intervention, always. You can't ignore the Tower because it's just going to keep happening. And so some of you, that's a message. You can't ignore the Tower, but you are avoiding the Tower. By hearing the message, you're avoiding the Tower. By listening to the message, you're avoiding the Tower. Because the message that's telling you Tower avoided is trying to give you clarity on how to avoid the Tower. Does that make sense? The Justice card is coming after it. So it's like you are avoiding a Tower, which is leading you to your justice. I'm getting this energy of like, just an example that makes sense for these cards that are coming out is like, let's say somebody is talking badly about you, somebody is spreading rumors about you, somebody assumes that you're this type of person, you're that type of person, whatever. I'm sure we've all experienced this, especially being Virgos. But you now have a choice. Do you defend yourself? Do you get up there and try to make this person look wrong and try to prove yourself? Or do you just move on? Do you just keep living your life and allow the dust to settle and allow justice to settle the scales, allow divine intervention to come in? Because I'm getting every time that you have to like defend yourself or try to prove yourself to other people, you're stepping out of alignment or you're stepping out of who you are as a person, and you're like lowering your vibration to meet people where they're at to match their energy. But you don't have to do that. The truth will always come out. The truth will always prevail. What's done in the dark will always come to the light. Doesn't matter how many weeks, months, years, decades, centuries it takes. What's done in the dark will always come to the light, and the truth will always prevail. You are avoiding a Tower, but listen to the messages, okay? Because the messaging is trying to help you avoid the Tower. Yeah, especially when it comes to relationships. If you are feeling called to leave a relationship before shit hits the fan, do it. This is your confirmation with the Justice card here. Because the Justice card represents the 7th house, and 7th house is Libra, all about relationships, how we relate to people, how we relate to other things. And so if some of you feel like shit is going to hit the fan in some sort of connection or relationship, then you're right. The 6 of Wands, the 6 of Swords is here. 6 of Wands is the yes card. So yeah, you're right. And these messages are trying to get you to get out, to set yourself free, because there's something better out there for you. With the Knight of Cups here, it's like there's someone better, something better once you set yourself free, and once you leave this situation, this connection, this relationship, whatever it is, it's going to lead to calmer waters. And I'm getting either you can do it or the universe can do it for you. That's the Tower, right? So it's like at the end of the day, you're going to get out of this situation no matter what. So that's a good note. That's good to know. That's a good feeling. But you can have the control, or you can release the control, surrender the control, and allow the universe to do what the universe is going to do. Okay. Either way, though, in terms of love and relationships, Virgo is moving into calmer waters. Virgo is moving into a higher vibration when it comes to love. That could also be a message that you're ignoring because you're like, nope, it's not for me. Nope, I don't believe that. Nope, I've heard a million tarot readings saying the same thing. Yeah, I feel like all of that's valid, but this message is coming through. Some of you are hearing it. The Ace of Cups is here too, like another card talking about new love, love coming into your life. I'm getting this message of all of a sudden people just being really nice to you, being really kind to you. you're going to go out in public, or maybe you've already been experiencing this. When you go out in public, all of a sudden people are just being really kind to you. People are saying, God bless you. People are like, how can I help you? What do you need? People are smiling at you. Their face, their eyes seem like more inviting and warmer and kinder towards you. And you're like, what is going on? What is happening? That's also an indication that this new love is coming your way. Some of you, though, you really do have new love coming in here. And I think it's because you got closure on a past situationship or closure on a past relationship, or in the present moment, you currently are closing out a relationship, situationship. And it's leading you into better love. With the King of Cups here too, I can't make it up. I think that's what the messages are trying to tell you too. They're like, this isn't made up. This isn't like a fantasy. This is real. And then we're seeing the Nine of Wands. But you're a little guarded and defensive because you've been hurt in the past. And so you have your guard up and your walls up, which makes sense. But this new love is going to take down your walls. This new love is going to do more than just take down your walls. Okay, but this new love is going to penetrate your walls. I was going to say penetrate your boundaries, but this person isn't the type of person to like manipulate or to overstep boundaries. But I mean, that does happen when you're connecting with new people. Sometimes you have to affirm a boundary that somebody has crossed that they may not have known at first that they crossed. So I do see you giving this new person like grace or being patient with this new person, where it's like if they do overstep a boundary, you just communicate that boundary, they accept it, and they don't do it again, instead of them overstepping a boundary that they didn't know was even in place, and then you identifying it as a red flag and you giving up on the connection before it can even start, right? Which I see some of you have done to try to like protect yourself, to protect your heart, and I get that, but that's your ego saying, I'm afraid of love, I don't want love, so let's push it away before it can hurt me. The Devil card, right? Yeah, and you're basing love off of past experiences, which like makes sense. We only accept the love we think we deserve based on what we've seen, what we've experienced, what we've heard. But this new love is unheard of. That's what I'm getting. This new love is unheard of. It's unusual. Not in a bad way, but it's like something you're not used to. Something you've maybe never experienced or maybe never personally seen, but it is real love. That's what I'm seeing. So some of you have been hearing that real love is coming into your life, and that there's like an unconditional actual love that's manifesting for you, and some of you just don't believe it, or some of you are ignoring the message. But this message is to tell you it's happening. Can we get a time frame? Spirit, would you be so kind to give us a time frame on this new love energy for Virgo? Okay, so we're seeing the Magician and we're seeing the Two of Wands. So this could be happening very soon, in the next 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is literally 2 days. So 2 days from now, you could be connecting to your King of Cups, Queen of Cups, whatever it is that you're desiring. And the two of you can like start this new connection with the Justice card. So that could happen for some of you in the next 2 days. This weekend, you have like a really important date, or you're going to be getting asked out on a date for some of you. And this is that person who I'm talking about, this new love that's manifesting into your life. For others of you, it'll be 2 weeks. For others of you, it'll be 2 months. And after 2 months, let the reading go. If it doesn't happen within 2 months, this wasn't your reading, and that's okay. We can't hold on to tarot readings. Also, tarot readings are really for entertainment, although sometimes they feel personal, so just keep that in mind. This is not a personal reading, it's just a general reading for the sign of Virgo. But this is for those of you who have been like intuitively picking up that like new love is coming into your life, and like real love is coming into your life, and you haven't been believing it or you've been ignoring it. This is the confirmation. This is to let you know, like, those dreams that you're having, real. Those visualizations that you're getting, real. The smells that you're picking up on, the messaging in the music, all of it, real. And it's happening. You're not crazy. And you're not imagining it. It's not a fantasy. This is real life. Or it's going to be real life for you very soon. Okay. Anything else you want to say about the messages that Virgo could be ignoring? I also see you, some of you making a really good decision to ignore some people who just want a reaction out of you. This Tower Justice card here, somebody knows that they're going down, or somebody knows that they're a part of like a sinking ship. Somebody knows that the tower is happening in their life, but they're trying to like bring you into it or drag you into it any way, shape, or form that they can. and you're just not having it because you've already been through your tower. You've already been through your awakening, your initiation for this part. And it feels like some people are like, why doesn't Virgo have to experience that? Why isn't Virgo going through this? Why isn't this happening to Virgo? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, because Virgo already learned the lesson. Virgo already integrated the lesson. Virgo already healed from it. Virgo already went through it. But these people don't understand that. And so I see some of you, part of the messages that you're ignoring are these people who are trying to drag you into their chaos, drag you into their mess. That feels like a good thing. So good for you. I'm glad that you're ignoring it. We're seeing the 8 of Wands. There could be text messages that you're ignoring too from like particular people. You could be blocking someone, or maybe you did, or you're just like not responding to emails or text messages from certain people. From certain people. That is coming up. There could be someone here who's trying to communicate with you about like their problems or their issues or their tower moments, and they're like trying to drag you into it, but you're ignoring it because you're just allowing the dust to settle, and you're allowing them to learn on their own, and you're allowing divine intervention to happen. You're allowing justice to do what justice is going to do. I always say that justice will prevail, but it will prevail so much better than we could even do it ourselves. It's like if we just step back and allow karma to do what karma is going to do, 10 times out of 10, it does it so much better than we could ever do it. It brings in justice so much better than we could ever do it on our own. So that's why I let people underestimate me, and I let people think that my kindness is weakness, because I am so divinely protected. I am so divinely protected, and I just let it be. Like, you can say what you want about me, you can project what you want onto me, you can do whatever spell work you want onto me, all of it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. In fact, I've set the intention a long time ago, and I regularly reset the intention that all weapons formed against me only help me to prosper. And so they do. Because I'm not trying to play God. I'm not trying to be the one who like proves myself or tries to play the justice system. None of that. I allow the universe to do what the universe is going to do, and I allow karma to do what karma is going to do. And last night I channeled this message that, or was it this morning? I guess it doesn't really matter, but I channeled this message that for some of us, people taking our kindness for weakness and misjudging us is a part of their spiritual awakening. They were always going to be called to people like us because they were takers, users, things like that, narcissists, and they were always going to be called to people like us so that they could internally learn the lesson that they needed to learn. We are a part of their spiritual awakening and a part of their spiritual transformation because they think that kindness is weakness, and they see people like me and they think that I'm naive and easily manipulated, and maybe I was at one point, but I've grown and learned from all of the people who have manipulated me and used me in the past. And so that message was really interesting for me yesterday. It made a lot of sense. I was like, oh, that's why some people come in and out of my life, because I'm supposed to be some sort of like awakening for them and initiation for them into their own personal kindness and their own personal growth and them healing through their own shit. Because a lot of people, they go through shit, and instead of like going through it, they project and suppress and complain. And we all go through things. We all go through something. And I'm not trying to minimize anything that some of you are going through currently or have gone through, but those of you who I'm speaking to, you're going through it, right? And the only way out is through. And you know that. You're going through it. You're not placing your burdens on other people. You're not stressing and complaining constantly. A little bit of complaining and a little bit of stress, that's normal. We're humans, so that's valid, but you're not overly doing it, and you're not projecting your problems onto other people and making it everybody else's problem to solve what's going on with you. Whereas some other people are, and those are the type of people that you're pulling your energy away from and you're ignoring. And I feel like that's a good thing, okay? So let's see what comes out for you in the tea leaf cards for Virgo. Tea leaf cards for Virgo. We're seeing candle. Go light a candle. You will be shown the way. Yeah, you will be shown the way. Stop ignoring the messages if this is you. And I know some of you aren't ignoring the messages. It's just, this is a fun title and a fun reading for me. I've been really getting into it. What messages are you ignoring? And how can I like help you with that? So you will be shown the way. The messages are going to keep showing up for you until you believe them and until they manifest. So don't ignore the messages. Light a candle if you feel called to it. The candle is showing up. And then we're seeing box. You will receive a gift. There's a gift on its way to you, and I really feel like for some of you it's love, it's romance, it's dating, it's real love. For others of you, there are other gifts that are going to be manifesting for you. You'll know better than me when they come in, but it looks like you will receive a gift and you will be shown the way. And then the bottom of this deck says goldfish, and it says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So that's also something coming in for you, an increase in money, an increase in wealth, and spiritual growth. And then I want to get you one last card. Last card for Virgo. Some of you either have like a sweet tooth right now or you're going to. I'm also seeing some of you eating a lot of fruit. Apples, bananas, oranges, watermelon, pineapple. Like you just can't get enough fruit, or you're really liking the taste of fruit. I'm hearing choose the fruit, pick the fruit, eat the fruit, okay? So fruit is significant. All right, last card for Virgo for this reading. We're seeing the number 44. So 44 or 444 could be significant. It says, come together, we need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others in the world? Come together, we need each other. I did channel the song Home by Daughtry earlier today. I'm coming home to the place where I belong, where your love has always been enough for me. Not running from that place you got me all wrong. I won't regret this life chose for me. So, home, something about coming home, someone's coming home, or you're coming home. You could be coming home to yourself. These messages could be like trying to get you to move to a new home, or that could be something that's repeating. Something about home keeps repeating. So listen to those messages. Don't ignore the messages that you're getting about home and moving homes. And then I'm also seeing the number 38. And it says the collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. But no weapon formed against you shall prosper. All weapons formed against you shall only help you to prosper. Set that intention right here and right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and all weapons formed against me shall only help me to prosper. Thank you in advance. There definitely is some unseen forces in action around your love life, around your spiritual growth, around your money and your finances, but now that you're aware of it, none of it can hurt you. None of it can block your blessings. The only limitations are self-imposed. But just so you know, the collective field is impacting you and there are unseen forces in action. This card asks, how can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? So tap in with yourself. How can you relinquish control over the situation that's making you feel blocked or delayed? Okay? I hope that this helped you, Virgo. I'm sending you love always. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Peace.